Jackals TV is back, and this week we have a matchup for first place in the 30-plus D division in the ASHL Summer League at Langley Twin Rinks. And to make it a little more special, the Jackals are in different jerseys this week. You see them on the left side of your screen wearing their dark jerseys here this week, the gray jerseys with two blues and white as the trim, as the garbage men on your right are wearing their white jerseys with green trim here this week. As I said, this is a battle for first. The garbage men undefeated thus far, 4 wins, no losses. The Jackals with 3 wins and a loss in their 4 games. So it will be a tie if the Jackals win, but they would have the tiebreaker based on defeating the garbage men in the game. As far as the lineup goes, the Jackals are only down 4 players, which is pretty good for how the summer has gone thus far. Chris Stuhar, Darshan, David, and Jay Lawrence all missing from this game, and so only 1 spare needed. Mark Hogan is here to play his 5th game of the season as a spare. Trevor gets the start in net, and let's head to the first period and see how this one goes. We start this off with the garbage man on the attack, and a broken play is going to take a fortuitous bounce to Mark. He's going to race down the right side, turn this into a 2-on-1, slide it over to Jer, who shovels it on net with the backhand, but the goalie had slid across and makes the save. Jackals on the attack again. Rob's going to chase this puck down the left wall. He's going to be in a battle with it in the corner. Garbage men have it, and somehow it ends up back on Rob's stick. He gives it out to Aaron, who's all alone in front, and it's time to scoop it up over the glove of the goaltender. Excellent job there by Aaron to get that puck up high from so close in, and the Jackals have jumped out to a 1-0 lead in this game. Garbage men now looking to tie it back out, racing down the right side. Got lots of space there to walk into a prime scoring location, take the shot, and a nice kick save from Trevor. Garbage men on the attack again, throwing the puck towards the front of the net. Broken play again, and this time everyone peels away and lets this player walk right in. He goes to the back door, but Trevor is onto him and tips the puck away. Here comes Mark again. He's going to dangle around that defender. He's in alone at the high slot, and he whips that shot, and the goalie barely moves, but it's in his glove. Offensive zone face-off for the Jackals. It ends up in the corner, and that player just throws it at the middle. Bob holds it at the line. Then he throws it back towards the back door. It's kind of off the goaltender and skips past Jer, who was available there for a tap-in. Bob keeps it in again. This time he goes down the left side, tries to throw it up front with the backhand where there are people alone in front, but it doesn't get through. And here comes Garbage Man Green Socks. Hard up the left side. He's got a lot of speed through the neutral zone, splits the players there, gets the shot off. Rebound comes out to this player coming on the right side. He throws that towards the net, but Trevor alertly has gotten across and makes the save. Garbage man coming with speed again down the left side. Shot up high. Nice blocker save from Trevor. And then watch Gary has his stick into that player's legs as he's cutting through the middle. That player was just kind of skated through there, tripped over Gary's stick, so Gary's off to the box. Jackals do kill that penalty, and then as they are coming in on the left side, Daryl has to hold up, keeps it onside. Then there's a pass back to Gary, and a slap shot there sneaks through the goaltender and just trickles wide the right post. Joy then holds it in and finds Daryl in the high slot, and he's able to sweep that towards the net, but it's kicked away by the goalie. And the garbage men fan on their first out attempt and then throw it towards Gary Mizuno, and as he tries to shovel it up, it runs into that player, and he goes in alone on Trevor, but Trevor again stands tall and turns it aside. Less than a minute left. Jackals still leading by 1. That shot is partially blocked at the point, and then it gets thrown to this guy in front who throws it to an uncovered player in front of the net who tips it past Trevor. And with just a few seconds to go here in the first period, the garbage men have tied it up. And now, as the time is winding down, they're looking to go up by 1. There's a shot that Trevor gets a blocker on. It's kept in by Green Socks at the point. He throws it towards the net. Sneaky little tip towards the net, and Trevor does well. Kick that aside with his foot and send us to the second period, still tied 1-1. Here's Aaron picking up the puck inside his own blue line, delaying and allowing Rob to get up ice. It's off the defender. Rob picks it up, gives it back to Gary, and as he's going towards the net, he's spun around with a hook and sent to the ice, and it's going to be a power play for the Jackals. But not for long, as Green Sox speeds his way through the neutral zone, tries to split the D, and as he does, he gets hung up in Bob and Gary's stick, and Bob's stick goes flying, and Bob gets sent to the box, and now it's 4-on-4. Here's Gary Mizuno and Mark heading up ice for the puck. Gary has it in the corner, throws it towards the front of the net, and it skips off of Mark's stick into the corner. Jackals now on the penalty kill, and here comes Riley down the left side. He tries to throw that across to John. It gets deflected to the corner, and then it gets thrown behind the net. And as it's played back there, Green Sox goes down, and you can see the dejection in Riley as he gets sent to the box. But Bob was stepping out at just that time, so it remains 5-on-4. There's a puck thrown towards the front of the net, and Bob, fresh out of the penalty box, dangerously tips that just over the crossbar. Riley's penalty now over, so we're back to even strength. Jer has the puck, and it just rolls away from there, and the linesman here in front of us looks across and says that's kept in, and that sets up this chance right in front, and Trevor makes a glove save and then tries to swat it out of the air, but Jackals do get it back the other way, and they're going to turn this into a 2-on-1. Gary comes in, tries to get the shot. It's deflected off into the corner. Garbage men are going to get it back, put it around the wall, up to the point. Mark keeps it in, throws it towards the point. It's tipped wide by the defenseman in front, and now this player is trying to hold on to it, and Jared does an excellent job on the forecheck to strip him of the puck, throw it out front. Mark grabs onto it, pulls it to the forehand, and fires it home through the 5-hole. And the Jackals are back up in this game. It's now 2-1. See Jared creating the turnover in the corner, throwing the puck out front. The defender had a chance at it, but ends up tipping it out there towards John and Mark. Mark gets it and slides it home. When we go to the third period, Jackals up by 1. And the period's going to start off with another speedy rush by old Green Sox on the garbage man. This time he's going to pass it back, and that player's going to take a shot up high on the blocker, and Trevor reaches out and stabs it out of the air. Garbage men aren't done. There you see an ocean of space in the neutral zone between the forwards and the defense on the Jackals. That sets up this 3-on-2 and a shot from just inside the ringette line that's up over Trevor's glove and into the net. And we got this game back and forth. It's now 2-2. Here comes Green Sox again, this time looking to give the garbage men their first lead of the game. Coming in with speed through neutral zones, got the defenders backed up, tries to go around, and Troy sticks with him nicely, but he still gets control of the puck in behind Troy and sneakily puts it on net, but Trevor gets the pad down and makes the save. So here's Daryl, back the other way. Putting that through to Gary, he pulls it to the backhand, he had a ton of space there to pull it around the leg, but it shovels it into the pad of the goaltender, and we remain tied. Coming in late there, you see Johnny almost had a chance too to sweep that home. Garbage man coming in again, pushing the D back again, and another high shot the blocker, and then the rebound bounces up to that player, skips over his stick, and then a third player picks it up, but Mark with a nice back check disrupts that. Garbage man now cycling, looking to create a chance. That play hits Jackal's foot, and that goes right in front, and a pass to the back door, lots of space up high, and Trevor slides across and then lifts the blocker up and knocks it into the corner. An excellent save to keep this tied. Down to just over a minute to go in this game. Green Sox again coming down the side. This time he goes around the net, holds on to it, throws it across to a player coming in late. That player's about to take a shot. A big block there from Rob. He gets enough of it that deflects it over the net. Gary picks it up in the corner, bumps it up to Lloyd, who then slides it over to Mark. He's got Green Sox back now, tired maybe after that last rush. Mark goes around him and then just cuts straight in front. The player lets him get there, and he slides it home, abusing the 5-hole once again, and giving the Jackals a 3-2 lead with about a minute to go in this game. So with just a minute left, the Jackals won't have to do much to seal us away. The next face-off, they win it. It goes back to Gary. That bounces off of Lloyd, goes right to this player, who then walks across the ringette line and takes a slap shot and puts it home. And the Jackals lead only lasts but a few seconds, and this game is tied again. Garbage men are going to do their best to prevent this from getting to overtime. Bob tries to pinch in and get that, but he is forced to retreat. It's a 2-on-1 that gets turned into a 2-on-2, but that player's going to walk around Gary and head in on the net. Trevor slides across and sends it to the corner to preserve the tie and send us to overtime. And right off the hop, Daryl's going to pursue this puck into the garbage man's zone, putting pressure on this defender, blocks that first outlet attempt, and then steals the puck from him in the corner. He's got Riley going harder than it. Pass across. He tips it just wide past the right post. A little later, here's Gary Pavlik carrying it up the right side. He's in a cut back towards the middle. That player gets a stick into his feet and trips him up, and that looks very similar to plays we've seen earlier in the game that ended in penalties. And if the sound was on, you could hear Gary yelling, but instead it's a 2-on-1 the other way, but a great defensive play there by Rob to break it up. Green Sox picking the puck up again. Been very dangerous all game, and once again he's in a cut towards the middle. He's got a breakaway coming in, tries to go high blocker, but Trevor's got it red, makes a save, and then there's a sneaky little play from behind the net on a wraparound. Trevor covers up, and then there's some pushing and shoving in front of the net, and that player's going to come back at Jer, and they're going to go at it one more time, but the referee's going to settle that down, and overtime is going to continue. Here comes Gary Pabla again, this time down the left side. He's going to go around the net and try to do a wrapper on there, but it's off the side of the net. Then Jer comes down low, and now we've got 3 Jackals all down low near the goal line. And that's going to set up this breakaway back the other way for the G-men. He tries to slide it low along the ice, and Trevor's got that one as well, swatting it away to the corner. Just a minute left to go in overtime. Garbage men maintain control. This player on the left side takes the slap shot. Then the rebound's right there, and Trevor makes a save off that as well. The garbage man player is going to retrieve it and then just hold on to it. And then he's going to slowly work his way in behind the net into Gretzky's office. And then he gets all 3 Jackals just staring at him and not looking around to see if there's anyone open. Makes a neat little pass to an unchecked player in the slot who fires it home. And a comeback from the garbage men. They have their first lead of the game, but it's the only one they need, and it's a 4-3 overtime victory. Let's have a look at the stats for the game. You see Mark at the top of the table again. 2 games in a row where he's scored 2 goals. His brother Aaron getting the other. We'll have a look at what that does to the overall stats now on the season. 5 games in, you see Mark having played them all as a spare. 8.6 goals. Aaron with 5 goals as well. The rest of the team lagging behind that, so the Jackals are going to have to find some offense from non-Hogan sources in the upcoming games, I would think. Let's have a look at the out-of-town scoreboard for the week. There you see the Garbage Men Jackals game at the top there, and the rest of the results around the league. And what you don't see on there is that the division has expanded by 1 team. If we look at the standings now, there's now 9 teams in the division, the 3 Bears being moved down from the division above. So even though they're at the bottom of the standings right now, we can expect to see them move up considering they were playing in a higher division. See, at the top of the table, the Jackals remain in second place despite the overtime loss, but now 3 points behind the Garbage Men. So let's have a look at the upcoming week to see what games are being played. See, the Jackals moving on to play the Chargers on Thursday, a team they haven't played in a couple of seasons since last seeing them in the same division, and the 3 Bears not yet on the schedule in this division. That's it for this week, folks. We'll see you next Thursday.